Alright guys, another video here with Palm Beach Classics. Today we're going to show you how to replace the valve cover gaskets on the R107. So the V8 engine, whether it's the 380SL, 450SL, the 560SL, etc. So the first thing you want to do, you want to remove right here this air cleaner box. You have a nut over here, you have another one here, then you have a hose right here, and then another hose in the back, which you don't see, but it's underneath it. So the first thing to do is to remove it. Alright, so now we remove the air filter box assembly, and you have better access to what you're going to be doing next. You're going to remove this hose right here, and then as you can see, you have two hoses over here. And what I would like to do is this one is to disconnect it here, and then this one here, basically you disconnect it over here. Alright, which is the second one right here. Then you can remove the spark plug cables out of the way, and you have 1, 2, 3 over there on the other side, and then the next bolt will be right over here. It's hard to tell, but it's right over there. So what you're gonna do next is to carefully remove everything out of your way. You're gonna basically do the same thing over here, although this one is more accessible. You just have to remove right here the spark plug cables, and then you can have easy access to remove the valve covers, and then you can replace the valve cover gaskets. Alright, so we were able to remove carefully the left side, driver's side valve cover, and in this case the one-way valve brake booster line right here, I'm holding it right here, had to be removed just to have perfect clearance. So this is one of the lines that you may have to remove. Sometimes you don't have to, but in this case we did. Now you can just go ahead and basically inspect everything while you're at it, and we're gonna go ahead and remove the valve cover gasket, which in this case did not come out with the valve cover, but it is right here. The reason I'm removing it and I'm going to replace it, as you can see right here, you're going to see some cracks. Let me see if you can see better. Here we go. You see the cracks? There's one big crack over here, and the valve cover gasket is actually cracked all the way around on both sides. So this is what we're doing today. We are removing and replacing valve cover gaskets. Alright, so after you wipe down the valve cover carefully all the way around, you'll be ready to install the new valve cover gasket. Alright, now we are ready to remove the right side valve cover gasket, passenger side. We just basically removed already the spark plug wires, and then we just label them. So you can put a number, whatever is going to make sense to you. Don't forget to remove that little vacuum hose right here. Alright, and move this out of the way. And now you're ready to remove the valve cover gasket after unbolting number 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts right there. Also, do not forget to disconnect the hoses or anything that is in your way. Alright, so now the job is complete. We have replaced the valve cover gaskets on the left side and on the right side, and we are completing the job by just reinstalling the air filter box assembly. Very simple. Just make sure that everything is lined up. There's a hose in the back, as you can see right here, that we're connecting. Then everything will just fit in properly. There we go. Don't forget your nut. Same thing on the other side. Then you have that hose at the front. Make sure that when it comes off the bottom, you just reconnect it properly. And then you double check one more time the hose at the back of the air filter assembly, making sure it is in and all set. So now we are pretty much to realign everything, and we're going to tie everything. Your guys are all set.